This is INCRadio DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesianicristo.
From the Pacific to Atlantic, anytime and wherever you are, join us.
You are watching, listening, and streaming on INCRadio.
Watching, listening, and streaming on INCRadio. INCRadio Canada. Join us. Join us, join us, join us. INCRadio Canada. Join us.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, world, to all our listeners and viewers. Once again, you are tuning in to INCRadio Canada. My name is Brother Carlo Marquez from the District of Ottawa, and today my co-host with me is...
Hi everyone, I'm Sister Nina Novello. Bonjour. We are live now here in the local congregation of
Beaconsfield.
Yes, and currently time is 8:03 in the evening, and we are just happy. How about you, Kuya?
I think we're feeling great right now, especially with all the weather changing and stuff, and we're starting a new segment into the end of summer, beginning of fall. So I think it's a great start for us.
Yes, and we hope that you are feeling as how we feel. We are happy. We're excited to bring onto you this very timely topic, as most of our topics are. But
Always timely.
always timely, yeah. But of course, and you are now tuning into INCRadio Canada, changing lives through God's words. And as we mentioned earlier, we are here in Beaconsfield, and
Yes.
we're going to talk about that later on.
Yes, we have a lot to talk about, especially for this local congregation, because there's a very special blessing from our Almighty God that this
Yes.
locale and our district has received recently, and we'll get more into that topic later on. But first,
Yes.
Sister Janina, would you like to introduce to us what do we have in store for our viewers tonight?
Yes, aside from our new segments, Catching Up with Canada, CFO in Action, just to stay updated with all the current activities that we have within the whole nation of Canada. Of course, we also have our topic. Our topic, Kuya Carlo, is all about what keeps you inspired.
Yes.
Of course, as the cold season starts and it draws nearer, as we're currently in autumn.
Yeah, I feel like it's a mix here in Canada, especially in Montreal. It's like in the morning we get very cold autumn,
like
fall
fog.
weather, but then by lunchtime it's like summer again.
Yeah, it's
and then
like
evening it gets cold again. So it's like a mix of both.
Mixture. It's transitioning. That's all that is. But as the cold season draws nearer, studies say that 15% of Canadians develop a mild case of seasonal affective disorder. I'm sure you heard about this, Kuya Carlo.
Yes, I think so, and especially it applies here because a lot of I'm not sure how to say this, but it's not a flu, but people get cold, like random colds because of the weather changing and stuff like that, and
as the days get shorter, the sun goes down at
the nights are not as long anymore, and it's like
it's kind of like a mood
it's
downer.
It's like a bittersweet of like summer. So we're going from summer to like the night is young, it's long, nice sunset, but now it's like cold weather. Like you start off the morning with a nice sunset, it's cold, but then in the evening the sunset goes down, the temperature gets colder. So
which as studies say, in reference to the Canadian Psychological Association, 10% of the 15% are diagnosed with depression. which is a thing. Then we should be updated when it comes to those kind of things. But here in our topic, we're going to talk about these facts knowns. So how can we avoid it?
Right.
Like top of our heads, we can automatically say like focus on our relationships.
Yes. Like relationships, and especially like
Family.
health-wise,
Yeah.
family, something that keeps you busy. So
Yes.
avoiding, it's like the January blues, right? From like all the like the hype from like the holidays,
Yeah.
and then
It's
it
like
just
the
like
Monday
that was-
of the month.
exactly, and then the September and October, the beginning of this, it's like the same thing.
Yeah.
But transitioning from all the summer heat into like the cold weather, where I feel like now, especially that I think the time is about to go back 1 hour soon.
Yeah, I don't like that.
It's this the speed of time through summer going into like the fall slows
Yeah.
down a lot, and I think that's when the depression hits and like the mental stability hits,
Mhm.
because summer we're busy doing a lot of things, but then
Yeah.
once the cold starts, that's when everything like slows down and people start like everything just slows down, and that's
Yeah.
when I think people start to it reflects, you go backwards, and
It kind of gets sentimental.
it does,
Yeah.
but it's a mood.
It is a mood.
Yeah.
But then, of course, we should also focus on the things that make us happy and make life great. Like our relationships with our family, our friendships,
Yeah.
and above all, our faith. So today we are going to ask you, our viewers, what keeps you inspired?
Yeah. So let us know in the comments again,
Yes.
what inspires you. It can be, let's say, work-wise. It can be about your life, about your family, or anything that keeps you inspired in general. Let us know in the comments. What are your thoughts?
Yes.
What's going through, or what inspired you recently? It can be from like an experience that you had that gave you some sort of inspiration to do something. It can be, like we said, any kind of
Mhm.
experience that you've had.
And speaking of comments, we already have a lot. So we got to get reading, Kuya Carlo.
Okay, so the first one we have Ate Oz. Hello, INCRadio Canada. Excited for today's show. Tuning in from the district of Saskatchewan.
One of our new districts here in Canada.
Oh, yeah, that's true, Saskatchewan,
From
yeah.
Manitoba, yeah. Hi, Ate Oz.
Hi,
I
Ate.
think she's like packing for a trip right now.
Oh, well.
Ayan. Thank you for making us your white noise.
Thank you.
Anyways, from brother Andrew Wine. Am I saying his name correctly? You
Probably.
can read a comment.
Hashtag HP, joyous viewing from the local congregation of High Point in the ecclesiastical district of hashtag Virginia. Wow, thank you so much, Ko, for tuning in.
I've met a lot of Kadiwas in Virginia
Oh, yeah.
in our last
Meet and greet.
meet and greet. Yeah,
Yeah,
hi
there's
to
a lot.
everyone
There's
there.
a lot from the US that came too, so
Yeah.
it's nice to see the support coming from everywhere now.
They were very fun to be with.
Yes.
Some of them were in my table. But anyways, from brother Mario Oka, good morning here in the Philippines and stay safe, brethren. Greetings from local of Brixtonville, district of Caloocan North. Yes, hello po to everyone from the Philippines who is tuned. Good morning, because it's 8 in the morning
Yes.
there.
Oh, sister Tita Zenny. Hi po. Hello, INCRadio Canada.
was here.
Yes, I took a selfie with Tita Zenny when she was here.
Yeah.
Because I remember we were having like the big group picture.
Mhm. And
I'll
he
keep
was
that
like,
for later, but I saw Tita Zenny here for the locale.
and I
then was
heard
like,
her voice.
I was like, Brother Carlo, I'm like, oh, Tita Zenny's here. I'm like, oh. So,
She's so active.
Mhm.
I love Tita Zenny. Hi, Tita Zenny. And she says, hello, INCRadio Canada. Greetings from Midtown, Toronto, District of Greater Toronto, Canada. Another comment from Ate Oz. Greetings from brother John Alvin and Oz Jing. Tuning in from the Saskatchewan. And then we also
from
have
Brother Ariel Belangel, or
What?
sorry,
the French
French
accent
came
is
in.
cut.
So is that okay?
Belangel.
Yes. Happy viewing po from the locale of Manukau, district of New Zealand.
Ooh.
Oh, from New Zealand.
New
Hello, po, brother. Thank you for
Zealand.
tuning in.
Hello po to everyone. We are very international
Yes.
today.
Yeah, thank you. And we have also Sister Leia
Brandares.
Brandares. Have a nice day, dear brethren, all over the world, watching from Valencia, city
Bukidnon.
Bukidnon.
Yeah.
Is that in the Philippines?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
in the
okay.
Philippines. Hello
Thank you
po. And then we also have Tita Zenny from Kuya FG, our district multimedia advisor.
Happy G. He's,
Wait, he's
right over
just
there on our left.
He's our man in the what do you call that?
He's our Mr. Tech.
Yeah.
He's our Kuya Tech here in person.
To Kuya FG and as well as to his family po. And we also have another comment from Sister Victoria Taduran. Good day everyone watching now from Green Condo Central. Hello po.
Hello po.
And then from Sister Nilda, hi, hello, brother and sister local ng Amparo, district ng Quezon City. I'm not pronouncing that wrong po. Quison. Not Quezon.
Masayang panunood.
Wow. Okay.
Pakikinig. Good morning. Right? Was that right?
Yeah,
Was that
yeah,
right?
you said
Okay,
it correct.
okay.
Masayang panunood at pakikinig. Good morning. Oh, but
That was a
I appreciate
tongue twister.
the
I
Tagalog.
tried. I'm learning every hosting more Tagalog words.
Yes,
So-
love that for you, Kuya. And
Oh.
then,
Tita Zenny here. She's opening up the topic right away. And just, again, to all our listeners and viewers, the
Yes.
topic is what keeps you inspired. And Tita Zenny said here in her comment, it keeps me inspired whenever I tune into INCRadio.
oh, love that, Tita Zenny.
Thank you, Tita Zenny.
Whenever Tita Zenny joins our episode, she's always like a ray of sunshine.
You know, I think also for INCRadio too, Tita Zenny keeps us inspired.
Yeah,
Like
that's
when I saw
true.
Tita Zenny in person, I'm just like, INCRadio. It's like INCRadio family keeps me
Automatically.
inspired. Yeah, just seeing Tita Zenny perform all the time.
Yeah.
And just the fact that she came all the way here too, just like,
Mhm.
I'm like, wow, the inspiration, the faith of Tita
With
Zenny.
Kadong, her
Yeah.
husband. Hello po sa
Hello
inyo.
po.
And to her whole family as well.
Apo.
Then Ate also has a comment. One thing I like about Saskatchewan is that we don't have daylight savings time. What?
you don't have daylight savings time.
So we don't have to change our time. That's so cool.
Mhm.
Wish we had that.
I think we'll be changing in November.
November, yeah.
Yes,
when
1
the
hour
snow
backwards.
starts. Anyways, let's go back to our topic and let's ask Brother Carlo since he's already, my co-host for today.
Okay.
Kuya
sure.
Carlo, how about you? Wait,
keeps
our
me-
question number one is how do you stay away from the so-called winter
Winter blues.
blues?
Mm.
Kuya Carlo, how about you?
Personally, I think winter blues, I've never really had that because I enjoy the cold weather.
Oh, you
Right?
like
Yeah,
it.
I'm more of a cold weather.
Wait,
than,
I
like,
think
the
I
hot.
know why.
I'm born.
The fashion.
Yeah,
The
part of
coats.
it, yes, because I like to layer up. and it's like-
Fashion-wise, do you prefer the summer or the winter?
I prefer the winter. I like summer.
Mhm.
Number one, I don't like it because you have to change through like 5 shirts a day. I sweat a lot, and I'm like, sometimes I can't really wear like. Honestly speaking, like my wardrobe is just dark clothes,
Yeah,
or just like
that's true.
black, white, whatever.
I always
so,
have to tell him wear something colorful for
Today,
radio.
Sister Janine was like, Brother Carlo, don't forget to wear something colorful.
Colorful.
Like, I have to go through my brother's
He
wardrobe.
likes
and
his
tell him.
navies and his dark clothes.
But to keep away from winter blues, I think it's the time to go out for, I don't know, exploring more like the hotter foods rather than the summer foods. It's more like finger foods because you're always out and about. So
Yeah.
something to look forward to. It's like going out to eat more,
Mhm.
spending more time indoors.
Yeah.
And
How do you spend time indoors? Because one thing that people who do not experience snow, one thing about snow is most of the time you're indoors.
oh, that's right. Yeah. So
Right.
I guess here
Like whenever it's snowing, it looks great from the inside of the house.
it's nice to look at,
Yeah.
but walking in it is something else.
You lose your feet. Basically, you don't know where you're walking.
And centimeters of snow you
Yeah.
can see. So, but I think from winter blues would be more, especially here in Montreal. It's like it gets a lot of winter activities start coming out.
Yeah.
So there's lots of things to do. Let's say skating,
Cabana Souk,
cabana, sugar shack,
Sugar Shack.
sugar shack, and just staying indoors and like just having a good meal.
Wait,
with the
you have to
family.
explain Sugar Shack
So sugar shack here, I guess in our province, it's
in Quebec.
the traditional way is that you go outside of the province, outside of town a little bit.
Yeah.
It's kind of a drive, and you go inside this big shed, and it's just food. So you
Maple
feast.
syrup.
What do you call that thing in the Philippines where you have the big banana leaf with like food? on it?
Boodle fight.
Yeah, it's like a Canadian version of a boodle fight. So it's just a big table with
It's
a lot
so
of
sugary.
food, maple syrup everywhere, ham, sausage, you name it, all that.
I was so excited. I tried it the first time last year.
Mhm.
I was like, I'm gonna eat a lot. And then when I got there, one
know-
plate of pancakes had me full already.
Over the years, it actually changed because before I remember in high school when I was young too, it was like the table's full and
Yeah.
there's
You're just
Endless
happy, like
leftovers.
really ready to eat.
maple syrup on everything. But now it's
So you're older.
it got smaller, and I think I'm not
It's like, it's too sweet.
sure. Now I maybe less sugar. They have like maple syrup, and, like non-sugary.
Like like a zero, zero sugar. But it's maple syrup. So
Yeah.
how's that possible?
And now the sugar shack, it's the traditional is that just maple syrup rolled
Yeah.
on ice.
On ice.
So that's how you enjoy it, and
you eat
yeah.
it like a lollipop,
it's
but it's
basically-
very messy.
So
It
that's
gets all over your hands.
Mhm.
But anyways, that's one of the things. And speaking of cabanas, we always have that. Like whenever we have activities when it comes to winter, So one of the things that really keeps us inspired during the winter is the activities that we
Yes.
have, right?
That's one good thing about I think in every city too they have that, like I say, any season there's always some sort of activities to keep like the community active and stuff.
Yes.
So I think that's one way to keep us inspired, not only through winter blues but through any season in general, that there's always lots of things to do. And not only that, in the community or the city that you're at, but especially inside the church,
Yeah.
we try to how do you say this, to cater activities towards the season that people are going into. What's the mood, especially for students going back to school now. We understand that everyone's schedule is always busy,
Yeah.
and we try to cater to when it's the time for the weekend,
Yeah.
that we have something to make them inspired or make them go out of their comfort zone, just to relax from the whole either working student life and stuff like
Something to remind us of something to keep us going.
Yeah.
That I really appreciate the activities that we have, especially on the weekends. Not saying that the weekday activities are
that. But weekday activities like very mundane. It's like eat, sleep, work,
yeah,
school.
that's true.
Done.
But whenever it's like we have activities like special gatherings and stuff like that, it's like something that keeps me looking forward
Yeah.
for the weekend.
It's out of like
right?
our routine.
Yeah.
It's out of our routine, but it's more something on the weekend that we look forward to, that's different than what our Monday to Friday looks like.
So yeah, and speaking of activities,
Mhm.
Kuya Carlo, I think it's time for a segment.
Let me think. Catching up with Canada.
Catching up with Canada. Kuya Tek, roll VTR.
Welcome back to Catching Up with Canada. Let's see what our brethren have been up to this week and what other activities we can expect.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Speaking of catching up with Canada, one of the big catch up that we
were
must
talking-
mention
we
this.
opened the whole segment with, and Tita Zenny also just reminded us. but
Yeah.
I'll let you introduce.
Okay, so recently po last September 28th,
September 28th, yes.
which was last week.
Was it
last
last weekend
week.
already? Oh, yes, it was last
It's
weekend already.
already-
Last
it has
Saturday.
been a week already. We held our chapel dedication here in the local congregation of Beaconsfield. So if Kuya Tek, yes, there we go.
So this is the beautiful, rededicated, renovated chapel of House of Worship of Beaconsfield. So
Yes po.
I remember back in the days too, when I was a CWS.
Shout
that's
out.
the shot I took. That's
Shout
the shot
out
I
to
took.
Brother Lawrence and Brother Joshua.
Yes.
Brother Joshua is gonna be there in our vlog later. And
we'll
then
see
Kuya
this later.
Max in the back. And as you can see po, here to those who are listening through our radio, we have a photo of 3 choir members, 3 brothers, and then look at the background. Everyone's
Background is
just
full of
happy.
brethren on the staircases. Everyone's just enjoying the group picture of the chapel as
Yes
well.
po. This was after the worship service po. If we can have another photo po. But yeah, you can really feel, God's
Yeah.
love throughout the whole event.
Yeah, I
And
remember when
we
we went
waited
there,
for this,
brethren have been looking forward to it. I remember that we came there really early in the morning,
Yeah.
and there's already a lineup of brethren outside.
Mhm.
Another-
A shout out to our sisters.
Those
We
are the
can
choir
see-
members that performed as well.
Ate Christine, Ate Honey, Ate Mai, Ate Laika, Edlin. Hi, Edlin!
Tita Nor is there.
Yeah. Ate Kath, and of course, Warren's, Joshua,
Brother
they're still there.
Yeah, they're
They're
still
all-
there. They're in the group picture.
Oh, this is with a drone shot. Everyone's waving to the
Yes.
camera. Shout out to our Kuya FG flying the
Amazing
drone.
shot.
See, our
That's
scan, Ka
Brother
Edgar Jacob.
po, Ka Edel.
Shout out to you po, to our beloved Scan, who always keeps our activities
They're
safe.
a big help. Oh, Sister
Hi.
Steph,
Ate Steph, Ate Monique.
Brother Jeff.
Yes, and Kuya Ram is there. Hi. Yes, shout out to our brethren who attended the event, which some of them, like Tita Zenny, was from Toronto.
Yes, and you can you can see a
From
lot of the
this
brethren that
photo,
attend.
this group.
Yes,
I love this photo.
I remember I saw Tita Zen there in front of the sign, and I just heard someone say my name, Brother Carlo, and I saw it's Tita Zenny. I'm like, what Tita Zenny is doing here?
So she traveled
Mhm.
6 hours. That's the facade of the chapel po. Beautiful. So you can see 3 languages.
Yes, English, French, and Tagalog.
Tagalog, yeah. And then we also have brethren coming from Ottawa, which is, quite a distance as well, like 2-hour drive.
Yeah.
So shout out to all of our brethren who attended the chapel dedication of Beaconsfield po. Finally, after years po, we're here, we're back.
Yes, it's a nice feeling to look back on, especially for all the pioneering brethren that had been
Yeah.
here. I remember my mom she was a pioneer member here, and she would tell me that back in the days she would have to sleep here with her brethren because of how the distance was, and just seeing the chapel go from where it was before to now, it's very inspiring. That's one thing I guess that keeps the brethren inspired, is that seeing the renovation of the chapel is something that they've been looking forward to for many years, and now seeing that God bless our district with this renovation and rededication, it just, that was the push, or maybe it's something that the brethren were looking forward to. That's what they just needed.
Like you, Brother Carlo, you grew up here.
Yes, I remember our group picture was the same thing before. We had like all the CWS. I think it was on a Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I need to find that picture, but I was
Were
showing
you
one
wearing
day.
your barong or your suit? That's
I was.
too
I think I
big.
was. I wasn't choir yet. I was still like maybe CWS. Yeah.
You're wearing your choir robe. That's nice.
So,
Yeah, but when I entered the vicinity of the compound of the chapel, you can really feel,
yes, the moment you enter, you can just see it's something else. Like God's presence is just there.
because we went here like early morning, right? There was still no sun, and
It
then
was
you can
just
just
dark.
see the chapel with its lights.
Yeah, it has like its whole silhouette. So you
Yeah.
can see it from a mile away. That
Yes, po.
Yeah.
A very blessed day indeed. So shout out to our brethren here in the local congregations of Beaconsfield, Budroy, and Point Claire. Shout out to you. Wait, let's read some comments first po before we head on to our activities. We see Ate Yeye, Ate Sister Cherry Faye
Hi po Ate Nina and Kuya Carlo, sister.
from Rani.
Oh, Rani. Hi, Rani.
Hi, Rani. We also have another comment.
Kuya Homer,
Kuya Homer.
Lintag. Hi, INCRadio Canada. God bless. Have fun. A wonderful topic. Thank you, Kuya
Can you
Homer. Let us
imagine
know your
his-
thoughts in the comments again.
Him typing going to another activity. Like, let me just comment real
Let me
quick.
just comment real quick. Okay, see ya.
And then from Sister Marivi or Mariv Baldeviso. Hello po. Watching from San Mateo, Rizal. Oh.
From Sister Benel Mikam. Hello, Canada. Hi, Sister Benel. Thank you for tuning in.
Hi, Ate Renal, we miss you. Join here. Come. And then we have another comment from Jomar Ancheta. Hi po from District of Bataan. Hello po.
Sister Priscilla Batan. Happy viewing po from Rizal.
Wow, we got a lot of viewers from Rizal. Hello
Yeah, we have
po.
a lot from the Philippines as well.
Mhm. Good morning po sa inyo. And Tita Zenny said, thank
Thank you,
you.
sis.
Nakabahag. Ay, would you want to read this?
Nakabahagi ng biyaya from the special worship service. Does
Yes,
that mean
that's
it's very
what's up.
spiritual? Very spiritual.
Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
very blessed. Ganon. And then, of course, we have a lot of activities more, Kuya Tech, if you can flash the posters. The activities within the other districts po, in the ecclesiastical district, in the country of
In
Canada.
the country of
Yan. Kuya, ano po pong pictures natin? Well, yesterday we also held an evangelical mission.
the first ever evangelical mission of the local congregation of Beaconsfield. We also
Yeah.
had a baptism last week as well.
Oh, yeah.
On Sunday.
Yeah, the day after the
Mhm.
dedication of the chapel.
So it was a very blessed weekend, because
Yes.
just after the rededication, there was a first baptism, and many members as well from other districts, even from, I believe, from New Brunswick, from hours away, came to the chapel to be baptized as well. And then a
Yes.
first evangelical mission yesterday.
And
So-
you were there, Kuya. We had a Welcome My Brethren program after the baptism, and
Mhm.
Brother Carlo was there, and you welcomed the new Kadiwa
Yes,
sister.
there was one sister from the local congregation of Montreal, from our local.
Mhm.
She is a Kadiwa member, or
Shout
18
out to her.
Yes, and I believe there's.
Oh yeah, would you like to explain what the Kadiwas
So
are?
Kadiwas is 18 and above, unmarried and single. So those belong to the
The Kadiwa.
Kadiwa organization. Yes.
And here we have flashing a poster of the district anniversary celebration of the Ecclesiastical District of Edmonton, Canada, that will be held on October 6th, which is this tomorrow.
Congratulations to the District of Edmonton.
Happy anniversary po. And it will be at 5 p.m. Doors open at 5 p.m. So to all the brethren there in the Ecclesiastical District of Edmonton po, happy anniversary. Okay, we have one more, Kuya. And as well as from Edmonton.
Yes, INC Chroniclers International Assembly 2024 Echo Seminar.
Wow.
So that will be on October 4,
At-
which was yesterday.
Yes.
Yesterday at the
Yesterday.
Wellington Chapel.
I like how you checked your watch.
I wasn't
Yesterday.
sure. I'm like, wait.
Yes, so Edmonton is very active. Shout out po to our brethren there. Tita Jonah, hi.
Hi,
She's
Tita
busy
Jonah.
right now,
But-
so please take care po. And we just want to go back. Of course, we just also want to greet our district minister po, Brother Muriel Cadasio, as well as our assistant district minister, Brother Aaron Manalbo po, and to our brethren who are tuning in right now in the District of Ottawa.
Yeah, so I think with all these activities that are launched in different districts around the country in Canada, I think that's one thing that keeps the
Keep
brethren inspired, right?
inspired.
Because that's something that they look forward to not only this weekend, but especially like for the whole month in general. Sometimes there's plans ahead
They
already.
look forward to it.
Yes. So especially with not only the chapel dedication, but especially with anniversaries, like a milestone one from the district of Edmonton.
Mhm.
So I think that's something that keeps their brethren inspired. So looking forward to those big activities, those big moments,
Yeah.
big milestones for them.
That is very true, po. Like these activities not only impact us, but especially when it comes to sharing our faith, just like the evangelical mission that was held yesterday, it doesn't only benefit us members of the Church of Christ, but as well as the people within our communities. Like when this chapel was dedicated, before it was dedicated, actually, everybody was curious, like,
Yeah.
when is it gonna be open? Like they were
That's true.
asking.
And you can see like sometimes even the cars that are passing by as well,
Yeah.
like they slow down. They want to see like, oh, what's all this about? Why are all the brethren here and what's going on with the chapel?
Yeah.
Even people are passing by and they're asking like, what's going on here?
Yeah,
Right.
that is true. Like one time we were here within the compound because I am here po in Beaconsfield, and then we were talking, and then there was these two ladies who went inside, and it was like,
Oh.
what is this chapel? And they were asking, and
Yeah.
then our resident minister at that time, he talked to them, and it was like, oh, we're actually, a religion, and here's the church. And then we gave them God's Message magazine. So, just seeing the chapel alone, I think even to those who are not of our faith, they are also inspired and
Yeah.
curious. What is it about?
When they walk by too and they slow down and then brethren are just
Take
nearby.
photos.
Yeah, they take pictures. And then I guess because the God's presence and the church is just there behind them, and it inspires them to be like, okay, wait, let me just share my faith. I'm already here.
Yeah.
So might as well just do what I can because they're curious about it.
Yeah.
So that's what gives them, inspiration.
That's why we should always keep the INC media cards.
Keep one on you, like handy in your wallet,
In
in
your
phone,
wallet.
on your pocket, anywhere, because you never know when you can use that, right?
Yeah.
So,
That
but
is true.
Forgot to ask you, what keeps you inspired?
Oh,
I
I
answered
thought you'd
that
never
question.
ask, Brother Carlo.
I
was waiting.
fell cold, so I forgot to ask you as well.
No, I think thank you so much for this one.
I'd like to give a shout out to my
Shout out.
entire family.
No, but what we mentioned, like the basics that we mentioned earlier, like keeping our relationship with our family, maintaining our friendships with our with the ones who are around us as well. I think you should really, one thing I've realized this past summer is how important our service to other people is.
Yes,
like how
that's
you
very true.
affect them, right?
Mhm.
Because I think one thing about our generation is always about me, 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 me.
Yeah, it's like very self-centered, very
Yeah.
like selfish. It's like, okay, well, what does this contribute to me?
Yeah,
but you don't think about
how will it benefit me?
yeah, it's all me and my mental health. But
Yeah.
put yourself in other people's shoe, right?
Yeah.
Like, you want to be treated this way, but are you treating the others the same way? Even when it's not reciprocated, that's when they're like, okay, well, you don't match me. But at the same time, it has to come from somewhere else.
Like they always want something that serves them. But how about
Exactly.
you? How do you like affect people who are around you?
Mhm.
So yeah, that's one thing. I think whenever I am helping others, it inspires me.
Mhm.
And whenever I'm with my friends, because like hearing their problems, just being I know I talk a lot like with my friends.
No
but-
comment. No comment.
No comment.
No comment.
But whenever I like listen to them, just listen.
Yeah.
Like sometimes your friend is ranting to you. Like all they need is an ear.
Yeah,
you know?
just need a listener,
Yeah.
right? That's all they need, and it inspires you to be like, okay, well, they're giving me their time and they trust me with whatever they want to talk about. So it inspires you to just be a good listener for them, and in return, it inspires you to be the same with them. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
But yeah, to my friends and of course to your parents, right?
Mhm.
Like we don't want to get all sentimental. You don't
Let's,
want to ask Kuya Carlo.
what
You don't
keeps
want
me
to.
inspired, not what makes me emotional. Right?
Yeah.
That's a different topic, another segment, and
Yeah.
that one will be a lengthy one. Right?
Don't make us cry.
Please.
But yeah, of course, our parents, and we're so blessed to have a church
Mm-hmm.
administration who always reminds us to focus on the things that matter.
Yes.
Because right now, like I keep saying this generation because I really can see the effect that it has
Yes.
towards us young
Yeah.
people. Like whenever you go on social media, it's always people always ask, like there's like the prompts, the posts,
Yes, on like Instagram, it's like questions and just asking about
Yeah.
different topics and
how
questions.
to cut off people,
Mm.
how to green flag, red
Yeah,
flag.
it's a very toxic mentality.
Yeah.
Lots of like minuscule details that people try to point out. It's like, oh, how can I do this better,
Yeah.
or what's bad kind of
Mhm.
thing. But it's not like a general. People forget about the general
The
aspect.
general
of things.
picture. Like they always look at the details, like they like to point out things that are bad, and especially during winter, since you can't get out of your house
Mhm.
sometimes if it's like snowstorms and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
That's
And
for
then you
sure.
go to the internet and you get crowded with all of these thoughts
Yeah.
on the internet, like in our social media. So sometimes one of my friends, I won't name her, she likes to delete her apps, not her accounts, but
Okay.
whenever things just get too heavy,
Yeah.
she deletes the app and then she's gonna text me, I deleted the app.
Okay, so
What's the
like,
use?
like a social media detox. Basically.
Yeah. But then I like to bash her. I'm like, what's the use? Then you go back again.
But then I think one thing also that like helps us too when it comes to like that kind of
Mhm.
thing is that the church actually has our own pages in those social media, right? So it keeps
Thank
us
you so
going, and
much for
it,
bringing that up.
it inspires us, right? Because like with all the negative things that are happening, when
Yeah.
you get a post from INC, like I have
Light Life,
yeah,
INC.
Light Live, INC Media News and stuff.
Yeah.
I get push notifications from that because I look
What?
for yeah,
you
everyone
turn it on?
I turn it on.
Okay.
Because we all like seeing those posts. Like who
Mhm.
doesn't like to see that? And especially when it's content that is super relatable
Yeah.
to what's going on now, and it comes at like a perfect timing. I just see all the INC members just sharing that. So that's
I love
one thing
that.
that it inspires you and it keeps you grounded in your faith. So
Content
Yeah.
that is made by faith.
Mhm.
That's their tagline.
Yeah.
I study these.
she,
Anyway.
she's very accustomed to it.
No, Brother Carlo always posts Bible quotes.
See, that's what keeps me inspired. The Bible, the words of God.
Like whenever I see the green circle on
On Telegram,
I
it's
already
Bible
know it.
verse.
It's a Bible verse.
It's a Bible
But yeah,
verse.
those things, like as little as they are, it helps us.
Yeah, I think before that, not everyone was posting so much of INC or
Content. Yeah.
content and stuff like that in verses. But now I think the more brethren started, sharing their faith,
Yeah.
it just inspires more brothers and sisters to just, it doesn't hurt to just share.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt to just show my faith, and if I can relate to this verse, then I want to share it
Mhm.
because it inspires me.
Yeah.
And then in return, it's just like a domino effect. So
Yeah.
it just goes around.
That
inspiring
is
everyone.
very true. And as well as to those who follow you who are not of the same faith, that might be the way for them to know, about the teachings.
I
It's a good way.
remember what's this with when it comes to my work.
Mhm. He's
they
a
would-
graphic designer. Explain your work, brother.
we get to that topic, but like basically just do media stuff. So
Yeah.
just like logos and design.
Mhm.
But at my work, I remember sometimes I come back from the weekend and
Yeah.
then go into work, and then it inspires me when my coworkers just ask me because it's the usual office talk where you go in like, oh hey, how was your
How's your
weekend?
weekend? Great.
Oh, it was a great weekend.
How about
about you?
you?
What did you do? I was like, oh well, I went to church and stuff. Like, oh yeah, I saw your story.
Oh yeah.
And like, yeah, they would
You
ask,
see?
they would talk to me about it. And like, oh yeah, I saw like you guys are so busy. That looks so nice.
Mhm.
I remember one time it really like touched my heart and like my faith when they're like, oh, it's my coworker was like, it's a nice community to see. Like you guys are like full. You guys are so busy. Like it's like it's so nice to see that. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what as a member of the church when you see someone not of the faith,
Mhm.
just telling them that, oh, it's nice to see. It's nice that your church does that.
Yeah.
That's an inspiration for you to just open up a small door of like talk more about the church.
Yeah.
Because then the fact that they open that subject inspires you to like share your faith. So I remember a lot of conversations stemmed from them asking me about my weekend, and I tell them, for example, about CWS.
Mhm.
And they're like, oh yeah, I said, yeah, for this for the children. And I told them like I'm a teacher.
Mhm.
And then we just go into like a rabbit hole of me sharing my faith.
Yeah.
And afterwards, after that discussion, it's like another inspiration for me to just, okay, I'm not tired of sharing my faith.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep doing it and
Mhm.
just see where it goes.
Oh, that's so nice. Like I haven't thought of that.
Yeah.
It's a nice way to introduce your faith to
Yeah,
other people.
especially when people ask you, how's your weekend?
How's your weekend?
Best way to open up, church.
Yeah.
They're going to ask, oh, what did you do at church? And then
But
you have
most of
multiple
them
paths to
already
go.
know, like, it's church, right?
Yeah, that's true. It's made church. But,
But it's nice.
yeah, when they ask us, oh, what do you know, church? Yeah, but this time we did something else.
Yeah.
So it's always something to like.
Different activities,
Mm.
right? And then always, whenever I like, what do you call this? Whenever we like share these little posts, you actually see the contrast between the people that post like negative things, and then
Right.
you see our content, which
Right.
is all about Bible-based teachings. Just very nice.
And most of the verses, all the time, it's about, let's say, about your life or
Mhm.
anything. It's most of the verses are very inspiring.
Yeah.
It's never verses about like makes you feel really sad or depressed. No,
Yeah.
it's always like in an uplifting way. So
Mhm.
that's something that inspires us.
And I like how when you post it, most of our friends post it as well.
Yeah.
It's like we're united.
Yeah. So one person posted a verse, next one same verse. So we're like, okay, 10 times more inspired
yeah, yeah.
because they're all united in the same verse.
But
So-
of course, we have different, communities and
Mhm.
followers. And like what you mentioned earlier, like when people tell us, oh, I saw that you did that, and the community when it comes to the brotherhood.
Mhm.
And yesterday when we had our evangelical mission, they had the same remarks.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you guys are so warm. Everyone's so
Okay,
welcoming. And then we also had a gallery that was posted here in the basement chapel, the overflow. And then it showed the photos of the history, like
Oh, the Beaconsfield.
Beaconsfield, like when
That's
it first
nice.
started.
Yeah.
All of the pioneering brethren,
Mhm.
and then they saw it and they were, making the same comments. So overall, all of the people who we, mingle with, they
Yeah.
have the same reaction.
Especially when we talk to them about the church and like the experiences that we go through and how it affects us.
Mhm.
I think it inspires them to ask more about it or
Yeah.
just show them that how much we love the church.
Yeah.
So when we do that in return and we just see the reaction, people ask more. That's what helps us to keep going. It inspires us in like many ways.
That is so true,
Mhm.
brother. And then, we also have another comment. Brother Marlo NC. I think Brother Marlo is one of
Oh,
the.
Brother Marlo. Oh,
from-
hi, Brother Marlo. Yeah, we
from the
met at the
Kadima
meet and
meet and
greet.
greet.
Yes, thank you for tuning in, Brother Marlo.
Hello, po. He
So from-
says, "Would you like to read?
Greetings to all brethren in Canada and to the INCRadio crew. # Alaska.
How's the salmon over there, brother?"
How's the ice and the snow and the eagles over there?
Oh,
But I know Brother Marlo, he's on the travel. He's been traveling. It's like right
very
after
active
meeting
on
grade,
social media. I
super
see
active.
him.
But Brother Marlo, how do you do it? Because
because
right after
winter-
meeting grade,
20%.
he's like in different continents.
Oh,
Yeah, he's been
yeah?
on the move for like a couple of days.
So that's
nice to
one
see
thing to
Brother
keep you
Marlo.
inspired.
I
Travel.
wonder if you're what keeps you inspired to keep traveling aside from
Yeah. We're curious. Comment down below.
Yeah.
And then we also have another comment from Sister Junilyn Sarueda. Happy watching po mula sa lokal ng Modesta, distrito ng Marikina. Hello po.
Ano?
And okay, and then let's go to our another segment. We have other segments po.
Yeah.
And which
CFO
fall in action. Okay.
guess we'll wait
I
for,
think
Kuya
Kuya
Tech.
Tech is
think
he's
he's
drinking his morning coffee.
Yeah, he's getting inspired with the words of God and caffeine and just
But yeah,
guess-
speaking of activities, just like what we mentioned earlier, po, we have more to come within our district. Kuya Carlo is our district at your president, so I'm sure you have activities lined up.
yes, we
but
have like big plans for like at the end of the year and for 2025. So just look forward to all the Kadiwas in the district of Ottawa. Just look forward to a very busy year. So with God's help
Yes.
and God's mercy, that a lot of the plans that we have in store for you guys will all and be in God's time, that we'll be able to enjoy these things, especially with the colder months coming. We hope that these activities are going to keep all the Kadiwa members, all of the young adults and young teenagers to be inspired in their faith, to just continue uniting with the church.
definitely. Later on, we're gonna ask the question: where do you find inspiration?
Right.
We're gonna ask Kuya Carlo as well, and to all of our live chat. If you could kindly please comment down below your answer. Where do you find inspiration? But in the meantime, let's find inspiration in CFO in action. Kuya. And we're back. Okay, so Kuya Tek, what is our first activity from the district of? I think we have one in Manitoba.
Ooh, golf. That's a nice poster. As a graphic designer, I approve.
You commend it.
I approve. Commend. Beautiful.
Yeah, so it'll happen on October. If we can see, it's because it's horizontal.
October 6th.
Yes, on-
Details are a little bit minuscule, but
John Blumberg Golf Course in Manitoba. Shout out to Sister LJ.
yeah, I think a lot of people, a lot of brethren in the culture today, it's like we're catering to a lot of different sports now. Like golf,
Yeah.
it's been trending for a while now, so it's nice to see that the brethren are gonna hop on, and try golf. I think also there's people are asking about weightlifting
In California.
Oh yes, I saw that one.
You
yeah,
saw
yeah,
that?
that's nice.
That's cool. Shout out to the different sports that we have. Here in Montreal, we're really big on volleyball, basketball,
Yeah. But I think something the Cadiz want to try is pickleball.
What's pickleball?
I feel like I'm not too well versed on pickleball, but I think it's more just like a tennis 1.0.
It's a sport.
It's a sport.
Another
Physical activity.
What's our next poster po, Kuya Dek? Okay. So
We have a CBI District Multimedia Special Gathering.
Yes, sir.
That'll be on Friday, October 11th. Attendance begins at 6 p.m. and that will be at the Wellington Chapel. So to all
Yes.
CBI students, all the students, INC students that are in school, all kinds of students, and the District Multimedia as well.
Shout out to our brethren there in Edmonton po as well. And next one, Kuya Tek. We just want to greet another comment. We have our In Cinema Awards.
Ooh.
Canada cluster.
Yes, I remember I saw, I think from Toronto recently too.
Yeah.
They just had their In Cinema Awards as well.
This will be held on it's already done. September 29th in Cortellucci.
Family
Right?
Cartelucci Family Theater.
At 6 p.m. So yeah. So thank you
great
so much
success.
po to all the activities that happened and will happen throughout the next weekends and so forth, so on. And we just want to greet another comment po from Sister Delsa Gabaya. Hello to all sisters and brothers. Good morning from Bacolod City, Western Visayas. Hello
To
po.
all our listeners and viewers, again, don't be shy to say your great comments, say your greetings. Shout out to anyone you want in the comments. And also our topic again, what inspires you? So
Yes.
share your thoughts, share your ideas, anything that inspired you recently, anything that happened in your life, or just from personal opinion. So what keeps you inspired?
So I think, Kuya Carlo, it is time for us to premiere the video that we're reading.
Oh, that video. Gotcha.
Well, just like with our topic, we asked our fellow Kadiwa Binhi, most of them are CBI members, in the recently held activity that we had in our district, which was the CBI Unity Camp.
Yeah, Unity Camp. Yes.
This video was taken at the end of summer. So
Yes. It seemed very inspiring. Sister Janina seemed very inspired through that vlog. So
I'm the
all
one
the
who
brothers were
edited.
very inspired answering that. All the energy was up there. So,
let me just give a shout out to the camera operator, Sister Edlin.
videographer was A1. Like,
Yeah.
The best. It was
And
like,
she shot it with her digital camera. So
oh, was it?
yes,
Looks,
so it's gonna give you nostalgia
gives you a
aesthetic,
retro vibe and all these.
90s,
Yeah,
you know,
90s vibes, even though we're like
2024. Yeah, most of our like
Yeah.
99 above. But anyways, so yeah, shout out to Sister Edlin, Roche, happy than Edlin. Yes, Sister Edlin. And so Kuya Tek, if you're ready, just as we are, here
go to the
is
video.
the What Keeps You Inspired vlog.
Hi, INCRadio! I'm Sister Charlize.
I'm Sister Nina.
And today we're here in the District of Ottawa, Canada at Beaver Lake, Montreal.
Today we're going to ask some CBI members and ask what keeps them inspired.
Let's go.
Brother Steven.
Oh, brother.
Brother Steven.
Hi, brother! Hi, brother!
Please state your name, your duties,
Steven.
and your local congregation.
Steven Lanes Dipo from the local of Montreal, and I'm a choir member po and a Vice Kadiwa President.
Wow.
Wow, Kadiwa President!
That's so fun.
Okay.
Brother Steven. Sister Shelly has an question.
An
for you.
answer,
An
a
answer.
question. So our question po is, what keeps you inspired?
What keeps me inspired po is the drive to pursue my goal.
Oh, short and sweet.
Thank you so much. Would you have any shout outs? Your family, your friends?
Shoutouts po for my family, Hazel D, Almer D, and Elisa D po. Di po.
Thank you so much.
Thank you po,
po.
brother.
Okay, goodbye, brother.
Bye po.
Come on. Kunyari may b-roll tayo na naghahanap ako. Oy,
Uy, uy, Philippines!
Joshua. Ikaw na yung host. Please, Brother Josh, state your name, your local congregation, and your duties.
Hindi niyo alam pangalan niyo.
Your name! Again.
Wait, is this actually?
Ayun yung mic. Ayun yung mic.
Why?
Cut the cameras.
Hi, I'm Brother Joshua Cano from the local congregation of Beaconsfield, and I am a TSB officer, choir member po, and president of the Binhipo.
Well, we have a question for you, brother. What keeps you inspired po?
What? Yo, guys, I'm not ready, bro. Wait, can you guys give me ideas though?
Family.
Make your parents. Ano?
So what keeps me inspired is obviously my families. I want to make them proud and like bring a good future to our family.
Oh,
Shout out my mom and dad.
Love you.
Love you.
Yeah, thank you so much, brother.
Thank you po. Thank you po.
Hey, now we see someone. Come on, Sister Shirley.
Okay,
Let's go.
the Dora.
You got a popcorn.
Oh, come on. Hi, ma. Hi, sister. Please introduce yourself, your duty, and the locale.
Hold your mic, please.
Oh, very nice po. I'm Sister Micaelo Plus from the local of Montreal, and I'm a choir member at a Binhi District President.
Wow, that's nice.
College course, I'm in psychology po. Yes.
Okay.
All right, sister. We have a question for you. What keeps you inspired po?
What keeps me inspired? What keeps me inspired is to see the brethren always fulfilling their duties po, and like always being together and as one in unity with everyone po in the church.
Oh, that's so nice, sister. Thank you.
Shout outs?
Shout out po to my family, to my parents po, mom and dad, love you po, and all the Binhis around the world.
Hey. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Next one.
Uy!
Oh, Sister Jamie. Say hi to our INCRadio.
Hello po!
Course.
Ooh, I'm Sister Jamie Manalat po from local of Beaconsfield. I am a choir member and CWS vice coordinator po. And I'll be going into university for sociology.
Wow, nice. We want to ask you a question, sister. What keeps you inspired po?
Hold your mic, please.
Yes po. Ano po, being being an officer in the church keeps me inspired po, because despite being stressed from like work, school, and everything, having your duties and performing keeps you grounded po, and it keeps you stable in a way and not lose track of ano po, like
Time.
yes, exactly, and being like keeping track of
Your goal.
yes, your goals in life. Yes po.
Shout them out. Shout them out.
Shout out.
To your inspiration.
Oh,
To your fam, your friends.
alam na po yan.
Oh. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sister.
Are you recording this?
Hi, sister.
Hi, Sister Sherlinsky.
Hello po.
I know you're famous, but you gotta introduce yourself, your name, your local congregation, your duties, and your college course.
Okay.
Hold the
Well, I am Sister Shirlene Capua from the local congregation of Montreal, District of Ottawa, Canada. What else? My duties is a CBI district officer and a choir organist. And I currently just finished my academic year. In early childhood education.
education at CDI College.
Wow.
So now I'm an official educator.
Educatorist.
So
Hit her up.
everybody, A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Okay, got it. Got copyright.
All right.
All right.
Oh, sorry. So yeah, now I'm a full-time educator, and I just finished my internship, and I'm just waiting for my graduation.
So,
Sister, we want to ask you a question.
What's the question, po, sister?
What keeps you inspired, po?
Like to do anything or just in life? Be inspired in life, be inspired in my studies,
Anything, sister.
and anything that I do.
Yeah.
I know
She's a thinker.
for me, of course, God always inspires me, right? And
That's
my
what's up,
faith
that's what's up.
and my duties, you know. But mostly about my parents, right? Because all you want to do is give back because they've given you so much since the day that you were born. And then really in life, when we talk about studying and working, it's mainly just about you want to give back to your parents as much as possible. So, yeah, it's like my inspiration is my family, my faith, my duties.
that's what's up. Dab me up, bro.
Thank you, Pastor.
shout out?
Shout out to my parents, sister Virginia Capua, brother Romeo Capua, my kuya, who I love dearly, my boo, brother Romeo Brian Capua Jr. And shout out to my family in the Philippines. And yeah, Philippines.
Thank you so much.
That's a wrap.
I'm Sister Nina,
I'm Sister Charlize.
and you just watch
INC Radio. Wait, go up.
Well, I don't know why Sister Janina's idea was to do that. Yeah, that was me there. Because she wanted to keep the topic for me to host tonight. But
He's hosting. So, anyways, shout out to all of our brethren there,
yes, all they could
especially
do
to
was-
Brother Josh Pocan.
his family are very inspired.
He will bring a good future.
We see Brother Joshua with a bright future. He's very inspiring.
Yeah, anyways, well, shout out also as well to Sister Charlize for
Thank you, Sister Charlize, for vlogging.
For
The
vlogging.
way you vlog, really, it's inspiring. It's very
keeps us inspired.
It keeps us inspired to keep tuning into INC Radio because vlogs like that, very nice. Very nice.
Making me cry. When I was editing this, I was laughing.
I'm sure it took maybe 2 hours to edit because it's too much laughing.
So many sound effects. Anyways, shout out to all of our Kadiwas and all of our Binhis, and of course to our CBI in our district. And Kuya Carlo, what is your feedback with that vlog?
With that vlog, I think just seeing aside from my part there, because my part is not inspiring. I seem confused, but my take from that is that the brethren, like especially the younger adults and the ones our age as well, they're inspired through activities like that.
Yeah,
So,
it
and I
brings
think-
us together.
I think I speak on behalf of both of us as well.
Mhm.
That what keeps us inspired is activities inside the church,
Yes,
right? Our
sir.
faith is what ultimately keeps us inspired. Our Almighty God, our Lord Jesus Christ. That's what helps us to keep going through all the verses, all the experiences that we had.
Mhm.
It always goes back, and it's like a full circle all the time. That whatever we do that inspires us, there's always the big reason why, and it ties down to our faith.
Mhm.
So I think that's
So grateful that we are, members of the Church of Christ. Because truth be told, not everyone, has that whenever we attend worship services. It's like once you go in, you know the I don't know if you've seen like the commercials or the advertisements, whenever it's like they wear the noise canceling headphones,
Yes.
like
yeah, all the noise outside you enter, it's just quiet.
like muted.
Muted, yeah.
Like a noise canceling headphone.
It's an experience that we can't really describe as well. That when you enter any kind of worship service in general, especially inside the church here,
Very
that
solid.
that's like you said, it's an inspiration.
Yeah, and just like what I answered earlier, like serving people, like helping others is a very good way to like disassociate yourself from all the problems that you have right now.
Mhm.
Like, whenever you have the time or whenever you see your friend or like an acquaintance like struggling, don't be shy to like reach out, like ask,
like be an
help you.
inspiration to other people, right? Like the way that you like being reciprocated, the way that they care for you, they listen to you, or just in any way that a good friend is there for you, then be the same for them. Right?
Period.
So yeah.
Like, don't be afraid to reach out, ask how they are. They need help, because who's gonna take care of each other
Yeah,
unless
like-
us, right?
With all we got.
And of course, like,
Hey.
we are also officers, and we feel God's love whenever we do stuff like that. Whenever we, like, inside the Church of Christ, we do care for humanities, we help out our local communities. It's not only good to do it, but it feels great.
Right.
within
Like
it.
it gives you inspiration, especially when you're performing with your friends, your close friends inside the church.
Yeah.
Right. When you perform together and then you have that post activity feeling and you just talk
Yeah.
about, what transpired.
Yeah.
Like,
You
it
may be
makes-
tired.
You may be tired, but if you're tired like in a good way, they're like, I'm tired, but I want to do like when's the next one? Like
Yeah.
what's next? When can I feel tired like this again? Feeling that I'm accomplished, feeling inspired for like the next one.
Like, you performed in the red education, like in the media,
Yeah.
and then of course in the choir, like all of the sacrifices that we've done, like at the end of the day you can really feel God's love. And whenever we go back to our everyday lives, like
Yeah, we have like the inspiration from the weekend that we had.
Yeah.
To just
it's like you're
push through the
glowing
week. Yes.
within, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Shout out to all of our brethren, especially to the young people. Whenever, if you are not feeling okay, don't be shy to as well ask for help. Like, right? Like,
Yeah.
reach out to your kuyas, to your ates, especially to your parents, and let them know how you're feeling. And you never know. Like, they might be busy, they might look busy, but when you
yeah,
ask for help,
Yeah. that's true. And if they inspire you, let them know. Like tell them. Like when people say that you inspire them, like it's a great feeling for them to know that you're an inspiration to others. And if something inspires you that helped you to push through something, then share that experience, because maybe some people don't get to experience that, but when in hindsight, when they see that, that's when they like, okay, well, that's true, that was an inspiration for me. They don't see it as an inspiration, but through people's experiences, then yeah, they can share that.
That's great. Yeah. So we hope that everyone was inspired in our episode today. And we look forward to more here in INCRadio Canada. But of course, just like what we said earlier, and that I would like to add to what you said, Kuya Carlo, like, never admire quietly. Like,
Yes.
when you see somebody who's inspiring, let them know.
Just tell
Maybe
them,
because they need it.
Yeah.
You know?
And in this generation, in these times now, like
Everyone's acting mysterious.
yeah, we need to be closer to each other more than ever. So let's just inspire us, especially here inside the church.
Period. And of course, before we do end our show, one of our inspirations as well, of course, po, is our executive minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, and to our Christian Family Organizations Coordinator, Brother Angelo Eranio Manalo. Thank you so much po for everything that you do for all of us, for giving us platforms like this wherein we can create content that we can also relate to one another and, sound off from our experiences. We greatly appreciate you po. And of course, Kuya.
Thank you for tuning in to INCRadio Canada. Merci d'avoir écouté INCRadio Canada. Tune in to the next program. Highlights.
Bye, everyone. Shout out to our families.
Yeah.
To my mom, to my dad.
Okay, we hope that everyone stayed inspired through another episode. So look forward to always stay tuned to INCRadio po. Thank you so much po.
Bye-bye po.